Today we are discussing about transactional control transformation. So here we have this transactional control four types, that is TC commit before and TC commit after and TC commit TC rollback be- before and TC rollback after AFTR after and TC continue. So there are four types, five types we are having. Like that, we have to map this TC commit before, TC commit after, and TC rollback before, TC rollback after, TC continue. Here I want to create a flat file with job ID. So I want to create flat files with the job ID here. So for that we go to mapping task, new mapping, create mapping. So I'm giving the name as m underscore transaction underscore job ID. Here we are getting the data with the job IDs. So I want to create two flat files with the job ID. What the job IDs are there, depending on the job IDs we have to get the flat files. So now I am importing source as an employee table here. So click on OK. Go to transactional sorter transformation. So why? Because I'm sorting the data here based on job ID, why? Because how can I get the data? Here I have to give a condition. If the job ID changes, then we send the data to one file. So according to job ID we are saving the data. Here we are transaction, we are taking the field name is taking a job ID. I am taking here commit before, and here we see we take the target as flat file. Here we take select and we create new at runtime. So I want to create a target files at runtime. For that I have to use a dynamic file name. I have to give the file name with the dynamic t underscore flat file job id underscore. So I have to give job id as a column. Add the job id column there. Depending on job id we are getting the data in the form of which format we are getting output here in the .csv file. That's why we are putting in .csv. Validate that and click on OK. Save. So means here go to my jobs. Here we are just selecting whenever the job ID changes, we have to send the data to our target file. So depending on the job IDs, it will create individually flat files here. 107 rows successfully processed. See here in the output we are getting, depending on the job ID, we are getting the fields. Here with these fields only 202 is there, only one. That's why it is getting only one record. Let's see here 203 also one record. The job ID is HR underscore. Go to the clerk. See, so many clerks are there. Like this we will get the our output files. Please subscribe and like. Thank you. Today we are discussing about transactional control transformation. So here we have this transactional control four types, that is TC commit before and TC commit after and TC commit TC rollback. Hi, welcome to normalizer transformation. In this normalized transformation, we are taking four subjects, and that subjects having maths, physics, chemistry, and biology. Here, I want to find out highest marks in the row level. So, in that till today, we are seeing only the column level highest and column level aggregation, column level minimum value we see with the minimum maximum aggregation functions. But I want to know about row level calculation, row level things. We can go with the normalizer transformation. Here we see we have to take one mapping. I'm giving the name as m underscore highest marks. I want to find out highest marks in uh, highest marks of subject in the row level, not a column level. Means here we are having according to his name, student name, we have to get the highest marks. Now I'm taking one flat file as a source file, which contains math, physics, chemistry, biotech, biology information. uh, the 98, 89, 90, 94, 87 are the for Arun, John 98, 91, 95, 93 are there. So in the Arun 89, 90, 94, 87 are there na. So I have to find out max highest marks. How do you find out? Let's see by using the normalizer transformation. So first we have to select a flat file, and we have to see that connection is there in the comma separator value or not. It's okay, that is okay. Now we go with the target. So in the target we don't have t underscore students normalizer IICS. It doesn't have any data. Here we are I am taking highest marks and subject name as well as GK and GCID. So GK is nothing but key value, and GCI is nothing. GCID is nothing but column ID. We see in this execution. So we are having that things. So source is a flat file, and we have to find highest marks with the subject name, the highest marks with the subject name with the GK and GCID. See how it will go. We see with the this. So take here object target as single object. We have to take our IICS normalizer T underscore student IIS NRM IICS table, we take as a target here. So here we are having student ID, student name, marks, GCID, marks, and GK marks, where GCID is nothing but column ID and GK is nothing but key value. We see here one by one. So in between we have to place the normalizer. So here normalizer will do transpose. Okay, we see here we go to the incoming fields, and that incoming fields all are. So create a field, select from student ID, student name, maths. So one subject we have to take, that's why I'm taking maths. Instead of maths I'm renaming as marks, and student ID I'm taking as a number, and student name in the normalizer fields I'm taking three fields: student ID, student name, and marks. So these are the things we are stated, and we are giving the column occurrences. Student ID is 1, student name is 1, mark size, how many marks we are having? 4 marks, we have to give 4 marks, and GCID and GKID default one, it will automatically creates. We are having 4 subjects, and that's why we are giving as a occurrence as a 4. So marks occurrences for the GCID marks and GK marks automatically it will creates by the normalizer only, GCID and GKID. Okay. uh, this is the normalizer. In the normalizer we have to select the occurs means we are taking student id as one, student name as one, marks as 4, GCID marks and JK marks, that automatically creates. Now we have to map this in the normalizer. We do smart mapping, student id and student name will get, and mass, physics, chemistry we are assigning to marks 1, marks 2, marks 3, marks 4. Why 4 we are got? We are giving the marks as a 4 occurrences. That's why it is giving marks 1, marks 2, marks 3, marks 4. Now we see in the target fields. So these are the target fields we are having. Field mapping, we can go with the field mapping. So student ID, student name, and marks, we are taking the marks, and GCID we are mapping GCID, and GK marks we are mapping to GK. So this is a key value will give, and we will save this mapping. And we see here we go for the run. Now we see one by one how the values are storing into the our target table. So then only you will get that GKID and GCID, how the numbers are storing, and how we will store the marks also we will see one by one. So go to run, and we see, go to my jobs. Then we see here we have to refresh it, otherwise it is shows in queue mode only. Whenever we are clicking on refresh button, it is coming to the running mode. So here we have to create, we use create subjects. We will create the subjects. How we create the subjects we see after execution of this one. Okay, again run it. Okay, 16 records processed. Okay, so source records are 4. We are getting 16 records. How it is getting, we see here. So Arun is getting 4 times. We are having 4 rows, but it is converted into 16. Why? We are having marks as 4 and 4 rows. 4 into 4, how much? 16. 16 occurrences. Arun is coming 4 times with maths marks, physics marks, chemistry marks, and biotech marks. John also is coming with maths, physics, chemistry, and biotech marks. Like that, these individual fields are coming. Total marks we are having 16 occurrences, that why it is getting 16. Here we see GKID generates sequential number. GKID generates sequential numbers, and the GCID creates 1 2 3 4 column level. We are getting column level value. So 1 2 3 4 like that. Mass is getting 1, physics is getting 2, and chemistry is getting 3, and biotech is getting 4, like that. We are not assigned here subjects, but the occurrences are giving 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4. So 1 is 89, 2 is 90 for Arun, 3 is 94, and 4 is 87. So like the data is distributed here in the 16. We are having 4 rows, but here data is distributed into 16 rows. We see these are the 4 rows, that 4 rows distributed into 16. Why? Because the occurrences are 1 occur, 89, 90, so 94, 87. We see here 1 2 3 GCID. The GCID 1 represents what here? GCID 1 represents mass, 2 represents physics, and 3 represents chemistry, 4 represents biology. So in the output field we are having null value in the subject name. So for that we have to go with the expression transformation. How the expression transformation will work, we see in this. Okay, before that please subscribe and like for my efforts. Okay, and here we see, now I want highest marks. How do we find highest marks? We know how do we find highest marks. Yes or no? We have to find highest marks for Arun, highest marks for John, highest marks for Mike, and as well as highest marks for Babu in all subjects of individual names. So for a student we have to find highest marks for a student in all subjects. What we do now, we use which transformation we use? How do we find the highest marks? Can anybody guess? How do we find the highest marks? We find the highest marks. Here we see, we go to our, so by using rank, we give the rank. Yes, by using the rank transformation we will find the highest. Okay, here we go rank by, in which column we go with the marks top. So number of rows, how many number of rows you want? Only one row. So in the rank transformation we provide, so marks as the column, and we provide how many occurrences means only one occurrence. Okay, so here we give marks to highest marks. We assign marks to highest marks. Now again save it and go to run, then it will give highest marks. Click on run, wait for the result. So in the normalizer transformation, first we are getting student name, student id, student name, marks and gcid and gkid. So in that we are finding highest. So the highest we are getting only 4 rows. We are getting 4, we process only 4 rows. So here we see Babu 99, 14, GCID 2. So only we are getting here one rank only. Here we are not getting all student details. How do you get all student details? Can anybody guess? How we are not getting? Why? Tell me. Here we have to give group by in rank. So we didn't give it any group by. That's why it is giving only one rank among all the occurrences, all the rows. So we have to group by, which column we have to group by? We have to group by student ID. We have to group by student ID. So in the, with the student ID we are getting the high. Here we want only with the student ID highest marks of, in which subject he got highest marks. This is our query. Now we see here. So now how many rows processed here? Can anybody tell? Here we are getting 4 rows. Why? We are having 4 student IDs. We are giving group ID as a student ID, and we are giving rank among all the subjects of particular student. Now see here. So here we are getting 4 subjects. So now I want subject name also. How do we get subject name? How do you get? By using the decode. By using the decode. Decode, we are getting subject names. By using decode function, we are getting, where we have to use this decode? We have to use this decode by using expression transformation. We have to create a one output field, and we have to assign, we are getting 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4 like that. So 1 stands for what? Here we already seen 1 stands for maths, 2 stands for physics, 3 stands for chemistry, 4 stands for bio. Now we are creating here one output field, o underscore subject, o underscore subject. Now we configure here decode, and what we have to decode here? GCID marks. So now we are giving here GK marks. Maths, physics, chemistry, biology. So one stands for maths, 2 stands for physics, 3 stands for chemistry, 4 stands for biotech, biology. Like this we will give the decode whenever we are getting in the output 1 or 2, so we have to map these two. Now we see, go for run, refresh it. Here we getting four rows as output, and we are not getting subject name here. Why we are not getting subject name? Go to mapping, and we see in the target we have to field map out to our subject o underscore subject. Now the subject name will display here. Now go to run. For the subject we are assigning o underscore subject. Four rows process. Now we see only one chemistry is getting, remaining is not getting. Why? For that we go to the mapping again, and we check here. So this is the session log properties. Go to expression transformation, and we see we're getting rank. Okay, it's correct only. It's group by student ID only. Why we are not getting all the names? Can anybody tell why we are not getting? Go to expression. We're getting all the incoming fields. O underscore subject name. Now go to run. Again which we are checking here. So refresh it. You have to get all the subject names by each individual student, the highest marks of a subject. Refresh it again, which is in running state. Again refresh it. So 4 rows succeed. Here only one chemistry is getting. So something is missing in our expression transformation. Go to expression transformation. Here we have to take not GK marks, we have to take GCID marks. We have to take GCID marks. That's why it is not getting. We are getting GCIDs 1, 2, 3, 4. What is GK? We are getting key values only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sequential numbers we are getting in the sequential numbers only. So now we get all the subject names here. Look here. Okay, the GCID gives the column values. The GK means it gives all 1, 2, 3, 4. Look here. That is the thing is there. Okay, like this we will get the column level highest marks and subject names. Okay, we will use rank and expression transformation for normalizer. Okay, please subscribe, like for Informatica videos. Thank you. Hi, welcome to Normalizer transformation. In this normalized transformation, we are taking four subjects, and that subjects having maths, physics, chemistry, and biology. Here, I want to find out highest marks in the row level. So, in that till today, we are seeing only the column level highest and column level aggregation, column level minimum value we see